In a world that often glorifies instant gratification and fleeting pleasures, the concept of semen retention stands as a bold countercultural statement, a practice rooted in ancient wisdom and now re-emerging with new resonance among men seeking deeper vitality, self-mastery, and inner strength. The beauty of a virile man lies not only in his physical presence, but in the potent energy he carries, which manifests through clarity of mind, emotional control, and a magnetic presence. Semen retention, the intentional practice of avoiding ejaculation for extended periods, offers a path toward this empowered state. The essence of virility is commonly equated with masculinity, strength, and sexual potency. But at its core, true virility transcends the superficial. It's not just about the capacity to perform sexually or display physical prowess. It is about embodying life force energy in its highest form. A virile man exudes confidence, direction, self-discipline, and purpose. He does not scatter his energy but harnesses it, refines it, and expresses it through his being. Semen retention is one way men seek to preserve and amplify this vital force. In many spiritual and philosophical traditions, from Taoism to yoga to certain esoteric Christian and Vedic teachings, semen is considered more than a biological fluid. It is viewed as a reservoir of life energy, known as ojas in Ayurveda or Jing in Taoism, a condensed expression of vitality that fuels the body, mind, and spirit. Semen retention and energy conservation. Each ejaculation involves a significant energetic expenditure. While it may bring momentary pleasure, frequent ejaculation, especially through habitual or mindless sexual activity, can drain a man's vitality over time. Practitioners of semen retention believe that by conserving this energy, a man can redirect it into other areas of his life: intellectual pursuits, creativity, career ambition, physical health, or spiritual growth. Scientific literature on the physiological benefits of semen retention is limited, but anecdotal evidence is abundant. Many men who practice it report heightened energy levels, improved concentration, better sleep, greater emotional resilience, and increased motivation. There's also growing interest in the NoFap movement, a digital age reinterpretation of semen retention, which links abstinence from pornography and masturbation to benefits like reduced anxiety, enhanced self-esteem, and greater social confidence. The psychological transformation. Beyond physical effects, the psychological transformation associated with semen retention can be profound. Modern society often conditions men to seek validation and release through external means, chiefly through sexual conquest or constant stimulation. By abstaining from the easy gratification of ejaculation, a man is forced to confront his inner world. This confrontation becomes fertile ground for growth. The virile man in this context is one who cultivates inner peace, emotional intelligence, and discipline. He becomes more present and less reactive. Instead of being led by impulse, he acts with intention. This shift can significantly improve relationships, enhance personal integrity, and foster a deeper sense of purpose. Moreover, the practice often necessitates a reconfiguration of one's identity. Men learn to separate their self-worth from their libido and explore the deeper dimensions of masculinity, not as brute force, but as steady presence and aligned action. Spiritual and creative amplification. Many artists, writers, monks, and spiritual seekers throughout history have engaged in some form of sexual abstinence, believing that it fuels their creative and spiritual work. Semen retention, when approached not as repression but as transmutation, opens pathways to higher states of consciousness and creativity. In yoga, this process is known as brahmacharya, one of the yamas, moral disciplines, in the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali. It is often translated as celibacy, but in deeper contexts it means walking in the path of the divine by directing one's sexual energy towards spiritual awakening. Similarly, in Taoist sexual alchemy, retained semen is visualized as circulating through the body's energy centers, nourishing and strengthening the practitioner from within. The virile man is, therefore, not just a sexually potent being, but a master of his desires, someone who channels sexual energy into love, art, mission, or prayer. He does not waste it, but rather refines it, much like a warrior sharpening his blade. Semen retention and modern masculinity. In a culture of hypersexualization, practicing semen retention may seem radical or even regressive to some. Yet it offers a compelling redefinition of masculinity, one that is not rooted in external dominance, but in internal sovereignty. The virile man of today is one who embodies restraint not out of fear or shame, but out of choice and conscious elevation. This does not mean celibacy for life, nor a denial of sexual expression. On the contrary, men who practice retention often find their intimate lives more meaningful and connected. When ejaculation is no longer casual or compulsive, it becomes a sacred act, infused with presence, intention, and deep connection. Conclusion: becoming the virile man. The journey of semen retention is not merely about abstinence. It is about remembering what it means to be whole and vital. It is about reclaiming energy that has long been dissipated and choosing to embody the fullness of masculine potential. A virile man is beautiful not because of how he looks or how many conquests he boasts, but because of the stillness in his gaze, the power in his words, the steadiness of his presence, and the fire of life he carries within. Through semen retention, he learns to become the master of his own energy, and from that mastery flows a rare and radiant strength.